Welcome back to Dark Souls, Part 28. We have successfully secured a shortcut going down into the depths from this bonfire. Now, we are ready to fuck shit up.
1,200? That's not a huge
I
amount of souls.
I think that's when I felt the dumbest. Because that I could have crafted a unique weapon from that, but instead I got a pretty small amount of souls. I need to speed up this process. No, not my humanity! Damn it! No, I fucked it up.
Well, that honestly depends. Uh,
Eh.
if you've got three uses of humanity, what you can end up likely doing from that is, just you're spinning the camera around. Why are you doing that?
Because this is a dramatic sequence. This is when the hero finally realizes, yes, I will take up my father's mantle and bow for the camera. But having three humanity is not particularly advantageous unless, of course, you're not afraid of getting your souls back every time you die. But you have to get your souls back every time you die or you lose your humanity.
Right.
So, once again, that door right there is the door to Blight Town. There is also a merchant who is just right next to that door whom I have not discovered yet. In order to open that door, you have to get the Blight Town key.
So your heavy attack does more damage to the blobs than your leaping strike. Any idea as to why?
Probably because the power attack has higher base damage. These blobs have insanely high defense. That's why they have high. These guys are like shuckles, basically. They have high defense but low health. Must investigate. Carriage owner.
Yeah, you end up seeing a lot of goddamn wagon wheels in this game.
Wagon wheel. The wagon. Oh, maybe this guy was using them.
And good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
Ooh, gold pine resin.
I don't want any more pine resin. The last one I got sucked. Didn't let me use it. Yes, the bottomless box
It's
is
actually
always a
really
welcome
cheap.
asset.
1,000 swords. Ooh, crystal swords.
Nah, I wanted to use. I looked at the crystal weapons, and this guy for some reason is selling copies of his own clothing, including this Helm of the Wise, which I can't wait to get. So those glass equipments that we saw, those things actually can break. They have, I believe they have higher defense than ordinary armor. They have higher attack than ordinary weapons. The problem is, if you're not paying attention to how well conditioned they are, then you can probably break them during combat, and then they can't be used anymore.
Ah.
Either that, or they just have way, way lower health than your other items.
Well, actually, it is that. To be perfectly honest, there is durability systems in Dark Souls. That's why
Yep.
that's why every time you go back to the blacksmith, you repair your stuff.
Right.
And you can break your equipment in combat. However,
Yes.
a majority of the time you're using forged metal, so it lasts for quite a long time. No, Cloud, you can't go through the gap there. It's an RPG, remember?
I want to go through the gap there. Can I go through this one?
I
Yes,
think
I
so.
can. So what? So what the hell? Why is that gap so unimportant? I want to access. I want to access the whole goddamn map.
Well, until you learn how to double jump, you're not going to be able to access the entire map.
No, this is not Dark Souls 2. You cannot just passively jump. Downstairs.
So, how well do you think Sonic would survive in the world of Dark Souls?
Oh man, I can only imagine. Sonic has the beauty of a thing called invincibility frames and a grace period when he gets hit.
Ooh, a heavy
Not in this
crossbow.
world. The heavy crossbow, of course, is the counterpart to the light crossbow. I think I'm using the light crossbow.
Yes, you are.
Or rather, I would be using the light crossbow if I actually had a fucking, reason to use it.
You're attempting to decide if you want to go into the boss room.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, it could be
That's
another asylum demon.
Yeah, that's a good attitude in this game.
Oh.
Oh, well, what do we have here? It's a fucking plot important boss. There's a cutscene. Look at this little guy.
Little?
That is not a little guy. He's a very big guy. Shaky
So,
cam.
let me just quantify what we're seeing here. It went from being a tiny snake to being a giant snake to being a giant snake ribbed with spikes to being a giant snake ribbed with spikes with wings to being a giant snake ribbed with spikes with a central vagina with wings.
Good eye, your voice faded out again.
That's okay. It's called the Gaping Dragon.
Last.
Although you're kicking its ass. Are you too powerful for this
Nope,
part of the
still
game or
didn't catch
something?
that. I'm pretty sure it's not this epic boss that's doing that.
Ouch.
Is this a good time? Mr. Dragon? While I cannot hear my commentary, buddy, I will slay you! Oh, there's a hummingbird.
Kind of. I'm questioning if you're too powerful for this point in the game.
What's the question again?
Are you overpowered at this point? Because you're dealing significantly more damage than it honestly feels like you should be. If given that this is a plot important boss.
I mean, I am technically over-leveled for this fight. Well, I mean, just to give you an idea as to like how experienced players get through this. So I mentioned Chris O'Neill a couple times for this game specifically, while Cloud waits for his experience. So you can hit that boss probably around like level 30 if you can get there fast enough.
Whereas, what level are you now?
76.
Oh, so yes, you are approximately 20 levels too high for this fight. Okay.
Yay.
Oh God, yeah. He just dropped hard leather. Hard leather is like tier 3. Is like tier 3 armor.
It would make sense that a creature that has, myriad of sharp teeth like that would be able to eat hard leather. Or steel crates. Or myelinated concrete.
Alright, so now that you have the Blighttown key, we can finally make it to Blighttown?
Yes! We're
But
going to Blighttown!
Isn't Blighttown only like 1/3 of the way through the game?
I think it's the second third.
Okay, alright.
Because we already... I have a vague idea as to where the game is going to end up based on the spoilers that I've gotten so far. So, after we unlock this... After we ring the second Bell of Awakening in Blighttown, then the game takes a little second to load, and then it takes us to the last leg of the game, basically.
Okay.
The Crystal Shield. The crystallization boosts its defense, but makes the shield brittle.
Cannot be used for long as it cannot be repaired. Ah!
Ah,
Fuck!
I forgot about that part. You can't repair it.
Ah, damn. look, the crystal sword probably still looks really goddamn badass. The problem is, if you can't repair the damn thing and it's already really brittle, then you might as well not goddamn use it. It's not
I'd rather
fair.
wear funny hats. In the next part, more funny hats.